But you know what I am going to watch? I'm going to watch Remember What Happened to Wild Kratts. Roll the intro.
Hello, I'm a very nice fellow. My favorite color is yellow, but the brown like jello. So much I like mellow, ball, like
Hey you, remember Wild Kratts? You know, that old show on PBS with the two brothers who taught you so much about different animals? I used to love this show as a kid, and I remember watching
Yeah,
the TV
I used to watch this
every
show on
episode.
PBS
Watch it
Kids,
on
bro.
TBO, which is kind of like the Canadian state-sponsored PBS. Wild Kratts is still technically
See, I told
airing,
you.
although it hasn't come out with anything new in quite a while. So why don't we take a look at this show and see what the hell happened to Wild Kratts?
Let's see.
Where do we even start with this one? For starters, this show started out in 2011, which is like my peak childhood.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was 6 during this time. It's aired over 151 episodes in the past decade, and has remained to this day much more successful than its rivals in the networks. Each
Oh, yeah.
episode starts off with a live-action shot of the two host brothers, Chris and Martin. These scenes are a lot cooler as you grow older because they both act really hyperbolic, but it's actually pretty cool to see the real-life places they go to and somehow manage to find these obscure animals in. I can't even find a damn squirrel in the forest. How do these
Yeah,
guys
squirrels
manage to
aren't
find
real,
animals
chat.
and
Squirrels are not
other
real.
animals? As a kid, though, I remembered wanting to skip these scenes and get to the animated story parts, which included all the action and jokes. The animated portion was flash animated, which I know has been used as a pejorative in the last decade when discussing animation, but frankly the animation in this show is pretty respectable, and comes off as colorful and inviting, while also not seeming too childish or bland. Although sometimes the eyes are a bit off, like I've talked about with other flash animated properties like The Ladder of Johnny Test. The team of characters consists of Aviva, my first and only love, who is the main engineer of the
Oh, yeah.
group who gives
She
the
was
guys
always like,
Jimmy, the
she was
scientist
fine
Rex,
when I was a
who
kid.
does
She was
all the
fine.
inventions, and Koki, the engineer of the Tortuga, which is this giant turtle-shaped ship they fly in.
Mhm.
The characters, the brothers feel pretty charismatic together, both animated and in person. They both have this duo feel that is one of the reasons I think this show got so successful. By the way, which brother is better? I'll leave a pinned comment below for you guys to vote on, and if Chris doesn't win,
I ain't gonna lie, I never liked the short one. I always liked the taller one, because the taller one was always kind of goofy, I think. If I remember correctly, the taller one was a little more goofy.
The real reason we distinguished gentlemen watch this show, however, is sweet Aviva Corrigato. They knew what
Facts.
they were doing. Oh my god, my bad. Just saw a cute endangered dog breed. I love you, Aviva.
I brought a celery and seaweed shake, in case I wanted a snack.
Now, as you guys probably know, the Kratt brothers also worked on Zaboomafoo, and they were just, so good. Screw these hacks like Bill Nye. These two guys were like the Bill Nye of the early 2010s. Late 2010s we can give to Vsauce, but these guys win the award for early 2010s.
It's us, the Kratt brothers. I'm Chris. I'm Martin.
Chris and Martin. You couldn't have had two less common frickin' names if you tried. It's always Chris and Martin. It's never like these dudes come on screen and they're like, "Privet, comrades, I am Vladimir and this is my brother Oleg Snigolovich Izhevsky, and we are the Wild Kratts."
Silk comes right out of her
Admit.
Hey, this is a kid's
It is a kid's show. Why would they say that?
Alright.
Silk comes right out of her abdomen.
Oh.
What? My bad. This show also had a bunch of other characters we see.
I have to go at 5 in the morning. It's 10:56. Hey, you should probably go to sleep, man.
This includes an evil designer lady who enjoys stealing animals so she can sell their skins and that sort of thing. And there's also this French dude with a really red nose. It would be cheap to call him Rudolph, so I'll just call him the French Heat Miser. The tech in this show is also pretty cool. Not only is there a miniaturizer that allows them to shrink, but other gadgets that Aviva invents throughout the show.
Guys, did you forget that the reason we're at the bottom of the sea is to find the creature power suits?
Oh, I'll find your creature power suit, let me tell you. There's also just the big one, which is their
Who sleeps? Me. Hold on, that was funny.
At the bottom of the sea is to find the creature power suits.
Oh, I'll find your creature power suit, let me tell you. There's also just the big one, which is their creature power ability, which is basically the Omnitrix and allows them to acquire animal abilities. Almost exactly like the Unimatrix, actually. The designs for the creature suits are all pretty slick as well, and actually work really nicely with the Flash visual. I think ultimately the best thing about this show is that they don't treat their audience like idiots. They introduce
Yeah, but what happened to it, though? You're talking about what it is. Like, what happened to it?
Species from across the animal kingdom, and do it all in a package that balances educational learning, with action-based stories, and slick, simple animation. And a good cast of characters, might I add.
I think Aviva's been underwater too long, Chris.
No, I'm fine. I know what I saw.
She knows what she saw, guys. That's right, you tell him, Aviva.
Alright, tell him.
You're just a cute little mouse lemur, aren't you?
Overall, Wild Kratts is awesome. What do you think? Was this a trip down memory lane for you too? And which part of the show do you
Is that it?
Be sure to let me know all that in the comments down below.
What?
And please like and subscribe to support my stuff. You
I thought they
follow
were
the socials in
finna-
the description below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you beautiful ladies and jellyfish next time. Shalom.
I thought they were going to tell us what happened to Wild Kratts. That just told us what Wild Kratts is. Okay. I guess I misunderstood what I was finna watch. It's okay though. I liked Wild Kratts when I was a kid.